And here goes John now. Let's see what this wave does. He just looks so well paced heading down the line here. Tucks into the tube. Not a particularly deep barrel. Let's go to the rail there for a second though. And now he starts to stall. He wants this inside section and he finds it deep in the barrel now. This section coming over. He's still going. And John Florence gets himself an incredibly long barrel and now tries to get some turns done on the inside.
John Florence takes off way up the point, streaking about 300 yards down the line through the tube. Again, right here, he has this magnetism for waves, and John on another bomb out the back, streaking down the line, comes out of that first barrel. He's looking for the second section, highlining it, decides.
A guy like John chasing, say, a 6-pointer in the final stages, he'll track it down every time. Here's Geordie, though, getting barrel, finding his way out. Let's see if he can get some big turns done on this inside section. Boom, huge snap. Sends that spray just straight up into the sky. Another solid hit, slightly caught up on that occasion. Winds out a little carve and bringing it through to the inside now. Drifts the tail. Good mix of manoeuvres.
Blood paddling into a monster at Cloudbreak. Nice, easy takeoff. Fades to the bottom. He's looking for this huge barrel section in front of him. John Florence in a massive tube. Comes out of the first section, off the bottom, up into the lip. Nails it off the top. Kicks the fins out. Another bottom turn. He's got a beautiful inside section to work with. So 2 huge turns for John Florence. A third turn on the inside. Can he finish this ride?
Absolutely. And look at this, you know, right out the back. Kelly getting busy on a frothy one, but pulling right up into it. Kelly just, he knows, he watched that last heat and he was like, okay, time to get busy right off the bat. And look at this thing, kind of just a full rodeo ride. Drainer. Classic Kelly right here.
That's just exactly what Kelly likes to do at the start. He's been watching from the boat. You saw him laughing and just so excited to get out there. Here goes Kelly Slater up and running on his backhand. He's got the first wave of this set. Huge turn out the back. And the devil, Kelly Slater on a screamer, this inside section, draining across the reef. He's going to come out. Kelly Slater.
Wow.
Kelly Slater on another section just straightens out.
The barrel.
And you heard him. Did you see the focus? And when he said, I want to win the event.
He basically said, I'm going to win the event.
I want to win the event.
Plenty of heats against one another as juniors. Here goes Joel Parkinson. Look at the fade. Driving around the pocket, straight in to the zone, riding that foam ball. Can he come out? You know he can. Out. Here we go, Mick Fanning. Nice, long, prone takeoff. Let's see what he can do with it. Winds out that beautiful backside arc. Really setting up this inside section now. Drives off the bottom into the lip. There's a huge, smooth, beautiful turn. Fanning now onto the open face. Another small arc. He's calling for the ski. This of a ride. Joel Parkinson, meanwhile, out the back, really on the stall.
Now, I'm going to comment.
He's deep in the last year. Kelly Slater was the closest to him. And here goes Parko now. Kelly Slater.
Interesting wave to take off on. Look at this thing. You must see a very, very long line down the wave because it started off kind of crumbly, didn't it?
It did. It was a bit of a burger, to be honest.
But look at the long, long line on this. This is like score number 1 million, turn number 7 billion. Parkinson.
To go it. He's only got 45 seconds to chase down that score. He puts down on the brakes. Mick Fanning in the barrel. He finds his way out. One of the bigger waves we've seen in this heat. On the open face now. Nice big slice. 30 seconds remaining. Mick Fanning looking for a 6.34. This one lining up beautifully through the inside. Off the bottom. Huge backhand blast on the inside. He's probably tough calls throughout this event. Kelly Slater made it easy for them in his quarterfinal matchup. A perfect heat for 2 10-point rides. And here he is again. Kelly just going completely mental on that last section. Going
Ladies
so vertical.
And gentlemen, please don't turn away for a second.
Get that out of there? And he does.
Was that a setup butt stall?
I think he sat down and took a seat.
Setter. He's looking at every single wave knowing that I am that guy and I can turn any wave into an 8 or better. Starting with this wave right here.
Right when Kelly takes off a wave, I just instantly moved to the edge of my seat. You know it's going to be fun-filled. That first turn was as critical as he could have made that wave. Again, no barrel, but surf, as good as you can. And about the quarters.
Here we go. This is Kelly now, looking to back up that 9.4 with something bigger.
Oh
One of the biggest
God.
turns we've seen in the contest. On his way through 2 of those heats happening in 2011. This is John Florence. Can he get himself back in this clash? This is a good-looking wave. He stalls. He's still in there, just maximising his time behind the curtain. Now, let's see if he can get some rail work done on the inside. Looking for a big finish here. John Florence loading up off the bottom, straight into the lip, and just hacks away. A really tough wave to surf. With needs to better a 7. Let's see if he can do it on this wave, Alex.
Very important wave here. Kelly Slater puts on the brakes, a la John Florence's last wave. Comes off the bottom, doing that sharp backside under the hook surfing that only Kelly Slater has been capable of. See what offers up on this dry inside section. He checks his speed, hoping for tubo numero dos, and comes out of that one. Well, it looks like he made a smart decision.
Yeah, but all we're talking about was it within a point. Oh my Lord, people, do me a favor and vote for John for president.
He's still going on this one too. Massive. Oh, wow. He's now with priority and a decent looking set wave. Grabs rail straight into the tube. Fanning will find an exit, not particularly deep on that first section. He'll try and add some points with some big moves here. Huge hook off the top. Drives back into the lip again. Another nice slice from Mick Fanning. Setting up this inside section now. The backhand tube riding looking strong. Not a lot of cover. Best out.
World champ, he wants to get back on that podium.
Yeah, Mick getting that win in Tahiti last year. I think there's only one stop really where he hasn't claimed victory on the World Tour, and it's here in Fiji, so Fanning would love to do it. This is a replay of CJ's ride. Finds that inside barrel section, didn't get particularly deep, so I think the scale will be held back after this first through the curtain on that occasion. 11 minutes ago, here goes CJ Hobgood getting some speed up, and he tucks in. He's going to come through. CJ Hobgood finds his way out onto the open face and then digs into this turn. Just a lot of bump on the face, so not a massive manoeuvre, and hoping that this inside section reels away. Gets another little cover up. That wave just so difficult. He's paddling. Is he going to get over the top of this one? He is. Heading down the line now. A lot of foam on the wall, making it difficult to ride. Fanning grabs rail. He pulls in. Comes out of the tube. He's going to need more on this ride if he's going to chase down that requirement. Setting up this inside section. Fanning barreled again. Still going. Gunning through this pit. Doesn't make any mistakes this time.
Underway, 35 minutes on the clock, and the first rider of the finals to the 2013 Volcom Fiji Pro, Mick Fanning, on a smoker.
Wow, stalling for the pit. Fanning didn't get particularly deep on that first section, but this wave is going to run, and Fanning is going to come flying on out. What a great way to start this battle. Kelly on the next ride.
Well, look at this. Kelly answering right back into this drainer. No hand grab, just all glory.
Kelly Slater grabs his rail. Can he make it?
Whoa.
Gets annihilated at the end.
This
There's
is
no
heavy.
hand of fitness. Not even a question. These are two of the fittest athletes on earth. Kelly Slater up and riding on his backhand. He's got a long wall ahead of him. Wooly.
Well, you can see he picked this thing up the point and coming down the line here. It's growing as it hits the inside reef. Big drainer for Kelly. Is he coming out of this? Of course he is. Right back in. He's going to get a little more of a shack. Still onto the inside, comes out, and that's what Kelly's going to need. He's got to put a strong score on the board because it's just up quite a bit of time.
Whoa.
But, you know, he's back out, and look at Kelly on this one. Man, he just waited for this. It's hitting the reef perfectly. This is going to be a big score for Kelly.
This is going to be a huge score. Kelly, he loves it.
Kelly's
Gets out.
claiming it. You
Onto
never see this. Kelly
onto the open
Slater.
face. Wow.
What's his final? Kelly Slater up and riding. He's got a nice wave in front of him. Bottom turn up under the lip. High and tight tube ride on the foam ball. Makes it, and he's still riding in the tube. Gets spit out. Kelly Slater off the bottom. The crowd going wild. Huge turn. So Kelly just trying to widen that lead. His low score right now, an 8.83. That tube he got out the back was so deep, so long. Another claim. Kelly Slater with the new claim. See.
Here he is, a different winner standing on the podium at the end of that contest.
Well, here's a great shot of a Kelly Slater victory lap from off the ski. So many great angles. The coverage that we've seen throughout this event, just incredible. You know, not a wave missed, not an angle missed. You know, you got to hand it to the production crew for really capturing the essence of the Volcom Fiji Pro.